Hello friends, welcome to JB classes. Today our topic is syllogism continuation using 150 method. Till the last class we have completed syllogism basics, syllogism basics, positive definite conclusions, negative definite conclusions, positive possibilities, negative possibilities, either or case, and then only and only few cases. Only and only few cases. So now today we are going to see the same syllogism method, syllogism topic using 150 method without Venn diagram method. Till the last class the method is using Venn diagrams only, but today without Venn diagram how to solve syllogism questions. Okay. So before watching this video I suggest you to watch previous videos of syllogism. Yeah, see 150 method without Venn diagrams. So what are these values 150? These are the values to assign for subject and predicate in any statement or conclusion. So suppose if there is a statement like all A's are B's. If there is a statement like all A's are B's, then A is the subject and B is the predicate. A is the subject and B is the predicate. And which values we have to assign for A and B is if it is all, if the qualifier is all, we have to assign 100 to the subject and 50 to the predicate. Okay. If it is some, we have to assign 15 and 50 for subject and predicate. If it is no, we have to predicate. We have to assign 100 and 100 for subject and predicate. And if it is some not, if it is some not, for some we have to give 50, and for not we have to give 100. Okay. So all 150, some 50 50, no 100 100, and some not 50 100. And the same values we have to assign whether this qualifier is there in the statement or in the maybe in the conclusions also. So wherever it may be in the statement or it may be in the conclusion. If it is some, we have to assign this 50 50. If it is no, we have to assign 100 100. Okay. In four steps, in three steps only we can solve the questions using without Venn diagram with using 150 method. And fourth step is the mandatory step for every question. Okay. So see the first step. In the first step, we have to check the statement and conclusion nature of statement and nature of conclusion. Nothing but positivity and negativity checking. Okay. See, a positive statement always lead to yes, a positive conclusion. Negative will be fail somewhere. Okay. A negative statement always lead to a negative conclusion. So positive will be fail somewhere. If the statement is positive, conclusion must be positive. If the statement is negative, conclusion must be negative. Okay. If you combine two positive statements will lead to positive conclusion only. Negative will be fail somewhere. Okay. Negative, one positive and one negative statements. Combination of one positive and one negative statement lead to compulsory negative only. Positive will be fail somewhere. Okay. If it is both negative conclusions, then we cannot conclude anything. We cannot conclude anything. See, for example, suppose there is a statement like no A is B, and there is one more statement like no B is C, and suppose there is a conclusion A to C. So as here mentioned, using the Venn diagram, see, no A is B means A is here, B is here. There should be no intersection between A and B. In any possibility, there should be no intersection between A and B. No B is C means between B and C also there should be no intersection in any possibility. Now see the first conclusion. Suppose if it is all A are C, sir, all A are C positive. All A are C is a definite conclusion. No, will be fail. Some A are C will be fail. No A is C. Yeah, that will also be fail because some A's can be C, sir. In some possibilities, some A's can be C, some means no A is B also, no A is C also fail. And some A's are not C's. Some A not C will also be fail because all A's can be C, sir. That's why. Means between A and C, any type of possibility will not exist. That's why no conclusion. There will be no conclusion between A and C. So right, see, positive statement lead to positive conclusion, negative statement lead to negative conclusion. If we combine two positive statement, result must be positive. If we combine one positive and negative conclusion statements, conclusion must be negative. If we combine two negative statements, if we combine two negative statements, result will be there will be no conclusion. Right. So this is the step one, positivity negativity checking. If any conclusion clears step one, if any conclusions clears step one, then we have to go for step two. Suppose if it is not clearing the step one, means in the first step only we can say this is not follows. This is not follows because positivity negativity checking fails. Okay. Suppose if any conclusion step one clears, then go for step two. Yeah, what is step two? Step two is how to combine different statements. How to combine different statements. See, uh, see the example one. Can you combine these two statements? No, so we cannot combine these two statements because there is no common element. So statement A consists of A and B. Second statement consists of C and D. There is no common element. If there is no common element, there will be no combination of these two statements. Right. So how to combine different statements is there should be at least one common element. There should be a common element, right? Yeah. See the second example. All A's are B's and some B's are C's. Is there any common element? Yes, there is a common element. Can you combine these two? Yes, we can combine. Keeping in mind Venn diagram, so we are saying it is we can combine these two, but that is not sufficient in case of 150 method. In 150 method, so what are the values to assign for subject and predicate? All means 150. Some means 50 and 50. So there should be a common element, and along with that point, there should be a common element, and along with that point, at least one of its value must be 100. So here, what is the value of B? 50. Here also, what is the value of B? 50 only. At least one is 100. No, sir. Means here also we cannot combine these two statements. We cannot combine these two statements means there will be no conclusion from A to C. Even though the common element is there, there will be no conclusion from A to C. We cannot conclude anything from A to C. Okay. So see the point here. To combine two different statements, there should be a common element, and at least one of its value must be 100. There should be a common element, and at least one of its value must be 100. Both hundreds also okay, no problem, but at least one must be there. Okay. Now check this one. Can you combine these two statements or not? Yeah, now we'll check that one. Is there any common element? Yes, B is the common element. What are the values? So for no, 100 and 100. For all, 150. What is the common element? B. So in B is 100 in both the statements. Both the statements 100 also okay. So means we can conclude these two statements. We can combine these two statements. So we can combine means A to C. There will be some conclusion. What will be that conclusion? We'll see it later. Okay. Can you combine these two statements or not? Yes, we can combine these two. So here we cannot combine these two. Here we cannot combine these two because there will be there is no common element. We cannot combine these two because common element value there is no 100. Next, see the fourth example. Is there any common element? Yes, there is a common element. What are the values of a common element? For some it is 50 and 50. So for all it is 150. What is the common element? B is the common element. Is at least one value is 100? No, means we cannot combine these two. Okay. See the fifth example. Sum means 50 and sum not 50 and 100. Sum means 50 and 50. What is the common element? B is the common element. At least one value is 100. Yes, one value is 100. So that's why we can combine these two. We can combine these two. Next, see the sixth example. What are the values? Sum means 50 and 50. No means 100 and 100. So what is the common element? P is the common element. At least one value is 100. Yes, one value is 100. So means we can combine these two. So we can combine these two. What is the result? We'll see that later. We can combine these two means indirectly we can get conclusion from Q to R. We can conclude something from Q to R. Okay. So this is the step 2. If any conclusion clears step 2, we have to go for step 3. Otherwise, if it is not clearing step 2, means we can say A to C there is no conclusion. Suppose there is no conclusion means A to C there is no conclusion means A to C some all SRCs fail, some SRCs fail, no AC fail, or some SRCs also fail, some AS are not is also fail, means there will be no conclusion from A to C, right? Yeah. Now see step 3. In step 3 we have to check income and expenditure, checking, right? Yeah, what is this income and expenditure checking? Suppose if a conclusion clears step 1, the same conclusion clears step 2, then we have to come for step 3. If it clears step 3, then it is okay with that, we can conclude that one follows. If it is unable to clear this one, then we have to say it is failure. So what is this income and what is this expenditure? See, suppose statements, statement 1, 2, 3, and there are some conclusions, conclusion 1, 2, 3. The values which are mentioned in the statements, 150, the values which are mentioned in the statements, we have to consider them as income. Whatever mentioned in the statements, we have to consider them as income. And the same values 150, whatever mentioned in the conclusions, we have to consider them as expenditure. Okay, the same values for some 50 50, all 150, some not 50 and 100. So the same values, if they are mentioned in the statements, we have to consider them as income. If they are mentioned in the conclusions, we have to consider them as expenditure. Okay, if 150 numbers are available in the statements, they are to be considered as income. And if if they are in the conclusions, we have to treated they are to be treated as expenditure. Okay, and we know the relation already between income and expenditure. Always expenditure must be less than or equal to our income. So more than income we cannot spend. We cannot spend more than income amount. So always for a particular element, always for any particular element in the statement and conclusion, for any particular element, so expenditure must be less than or equal to income. Okay. So otherwise we cannot combine those statements. We cannot get any conclusion in that conclusion. We cannot get any conclusion, right? If this relation satisfied, then conclusion follows. If this relation fails, if this relation is not satisfied, then conclusion fail. Okay, no? Right. And step 4, it is the mandatory step for every question, either or check. And in even in Venn diagram method also, we'll check these conditions. We'll check these conditions. The same conditions. Okay, the same conditions as we have mentioned in the Venn diagram method. What are the conditions? These conditions we have to check in conclusions. In conclusions, same pair of elements must be there in the same order. If one conclusion consists of A to B, second also consists of A to B only. The same element should be there in the same order also. A to B means A to B. In the statement, if it is sorry, in the conclusion B to A means another conclusion also B to A only, right? Both the conclusions must be failed individually. The two conclusions must be failed individually. Okay. One of those two conclusions, one must be positive and one must be negative. and of those two conclusions, one must be particular and one must be universal. So positive and negative. Positive conclusions are all and some. Negative conclusions are no and some not. Particular state, but particular qualifiers are some and some not. And universal qualifiers are all and no. All and no. Okay. So positive and negative, particular, universal. Combining these two, we have already taken in the last classes. Only two, either or cases are possible. What are the two? One is some plus no, and another is all plus some not. One is some plus no, and another is all plus some not. Only these are the two complementary pairs, either or cases in syllogism, right? Yeah. Now let us see the procedure. Step 1. In step 1, before assigning the values to the subject and predicate, check the positivity and negativity check first. So based on the statements, positivity and negativity, nature of statements and nature of conclusions, we have to verify. Suppose if it clears step 1, we have to go for step 2. Otherwise, that conclusion fails. Okay, as we have mentioned earlier, right? In step 2, with assigned values 150, we have to assign the values for all the qualifiers. With that assigned values, we have to check whether the given given statements can be combined or not. So what is the condition to combine different statements? There should be a common element and at least one of its value must be 100. Okay. If we can combine, then we have to go for step 3. Otherwise, that conclusion fails. In step 2 also we can eliminate some options, some conclusions, right? In step 3, if it clears step 2 also, we have to go for step 3. In step 3, we have to check the income and expenditure relation. Income and expenditure relation. So if it satisfies that conclusion, if it satisfies that relation, that conclusion follows. Otherwise, conclusion fails. Okay. And finally, this is the mandatory step for every question. We have to check the either or condition. Either or conditions for every question. Okay. Right. So applying this procedure, we'll try to solve some questions. So first go to the conclusion. Paper and pen. So which statements we have to combine to get the conclusion? Paper and pen. So pen is here and paper is here. To combine pen and paper, to get the relation between pen and paper, we have to combine first and second and third also. Means we have to combine all the three to get the relation between pen and paper. Okay. So first and second conclusion, all and some, positive and positive, result must be positive. With that positive, if we combine again positive, result must be positive, but given negative conclusion, that's why fail. Simple. See the second second conclusion. Pages and pens. To get the relation between pens and pages, we need to combine first and second, ignoring third one. Ignore third one. We need to get the relation between pen and pages. So what is the common element? Books is the common element. First of all, we have to check positivity and negativity. Step 1. So in step 1, positive and positive, result must be positive. Yes, given positive only. Step 1 cleared. In step 2, we have to check whether we can combine or not. Now assign the values. So all means 150. Some means 50 and 50. So now see, what is the common element? Books is the common element, but in both the cases, in both the case statements, books is having 50 value only. But our condition is at least one value must be 100. So here this conclusion, second condition fails. Step 2 fail. That's why conclusion not follows. Okay, not follows means what? We cannot combine these two statements, means we cannot get any conclusion from pens to pages. That's all. So it may be some, or it may be no, or it may be some not, or it may be all. We cannot get any conclusion. Now third conclusion, see. Paper and books. To get the relation between books and papers, we need to combine second and third. Okay, so first of all, positivity, negativity, step 1. So sum is positive, all is positive, conclusion must be positive. Yes, given positive only. Next, second condition, can you combine or not? Assign the values first. Sum 50 and 50, all 100 and 50. What is the common element? Pages is common. In pages, at least one element is 100. Yes, it is 100 only. So we can combine these two these two statements. Means we can get relation between books and papers. We can get some relation between books and papers. Now we step 2 also cleared. Now coming to step 3. In step 3 we have to verify income and expenditure relation. So whatever numbers mentioned in the statements are incomes, whatever numbers mentioned in the conclusions are expenditure. So we need how much expenditure? All means 150. Papers we need 100. So papers is having how much amount? How much income? Papers is having 50 income only. We cannot spend 100. That's why it is also not follows. That's all. Okay. So for this question answer is none follows. Right. Next example. First conclusion. Some summers, not autumn. Summer and autumn. To get the relation between summer and autumn. Summers and autumn. Yeah, see the second and third. Springs is common. Summer is here, autumn is here. So combining these two, we can get the relation between summer and autumn. Okay, first one, positivity, negativity. Sum is positive or negative? Positive. No is negative. So positive and negative, result must be negative and given negative. That is okay. First step clears. So now coming to second step. Second step is, can you combine these two or not? So assign the values. Sum means 50 and 50. No means 100 and 100. What is the common element? Spring is common. So at least one value of spring is 100. Yes, there is 100 in spring. So means we can combine these two. So step 2 also cleared. Now coming to step 3, income and expenditure. How much we want as expenditure? Sum means 50, not means 100. We need 50 rupees for summer expenditure as an expenditure, 100 for autumn as an expenditure. So summer is having how much income? 50 income. We can spend. Can you spend 50? Yes. Autumn is having how much income? 100 income. Can you spend 100? Yes. So it clears step 3 also. That's why it is follows. Second conclusion. Summers and winters. To get the relation between summers and winters, are directly given from the statement 1 itself. We can conclude this conclusion. Okay. So first step is positive and negative. Positivity, negativity. All is positive and sum is also positive. That is okay. Second, with assigned values can be combined or not? Because it's a single statement, no need to check this step 2. And third is income and expenditure. All means we need 100 for winter, 50 for summer. We have 100 at winters, 50 at summers as an income. And how much we need as expenditure? Sum means 50 and 50. Yeah. Summers is having 50 income. Can you spend 50? Yes. Winter is having 100 income. Can you spend 50? Yes. So it is also follows. So answer for this question is both conclusions 1 and 2 follows. Both conclusions 1 and 2 follow. Okay. Right. Next example. First conclusion, digit and oval. Digit and oval. To get the relation between digit and oval, digit is here, vowel is here. So there is a common element alphabet. Combining these two, we can get the relation between digit and oval. Okay, first positivity, negativity. All is positive, no is negative, so conclusion must be negative. That is okay. Next, can you combine or not? Because one conclusion is no, sorry, because one statement is no, means both are having 100 and 100 only. So means at least one will be 100. Yes. So first step clear, and second step also clears. And third step is income and expenditure. Sir, I am writing all for all the statements. I am writing income and expenditure. Sum means 50, 50. All means 100, 50. No means 100, 100. All means 150. So in the conclusion we need how much? No means 100 and 100. Now check digit is having how much income in second conclusion, second statement, 100 income. Can you spend 100? Yeah, we can spend 100. Vowel is having how much income? 100 as an income. Yeah, we need 100 as expenditure. Yes, we can spend. Means conclusion 1 follows. Now check conclusion 2. Alphabet and consonant. Alphabet and consonant. Yeah, combining these two, 3 and 4, we can get the relation between alphabet and consonant because vowel is common. Right? Now see. First conclusion, positivity, sorry, first checking positivity, negativity. Negative and positive result must be negative. Yes, given negative. Can you combine or not means at least, sorry, one conclusion is no means we can combine. We can get the relation. And third is income and expenditure. Alphabet is having how much income? 100. We need how much? 100 only. And vowels, sorry, vowel is common. Consonants is having how much income? 100. Yes, we need 100 only. Yes, we can spend 100. Out of 100, we can spend 100. It is also follows. Next, third conclusion. Vowel and number. To get the relation between number and vowel, from these two, digit is common, and from these two, alphabet is common. Now we can get the relation between number and vowel. Combining these three, first three. Okay. So check positivity, negativity. Positive and positive. Positive and positive. Result must be positive. With that positive, if we combine negative, result must be negative. Given negative only. Yes. Next, can you combine or not? First two digits is common. Can you combine these two? Yes, because at least one is 100. Next, alphabet is common. Can you combine these two? Yes, because alphabet 1 is 100. Yes, we can combine. Means the second conclusion also, second step also cleared. Now third step, income and expenditure. So no means we need 100 and 100. For vowel and number we need 100 and 100. But numbers is having how much income? Only 50. We cannot spend 100 with that 50 income. So that's why it is not follows. Next, vowels and numbers. Vowel and number the same. Number is here and vowel is here. So first one, positive and positive, result is positive. With that positive, negative, result must be negative, but given positive, that's why it is also fail. Right? So step 3 clears. Sorry, step 1 itself it is not satisfying, that's why not follows. After verification of individual conclusions, individual verification of each conclusion. Now check either or. Is there any same pair of elements? Digit and vowel, nowhere digit and vowel. Alphabet and consonant, nowhere alphabet and consonant. Vowel and number, no. Vowel and number. Yes, vowel and number is there. Same pair of elements are there, and both are failed. That is okay. But both universal cannot be complementary pairs. So for this question, answer is only conclusions 1 and 2 follows. Only conclusions 1 and 2 follow. That's all. Next example. Firstly, I am assigning all the values. Sum means 50 and 50. All means 150. No means 100 and 100. All means 150. Okay. Now coming to the first conclusion, works and jobs. Work and job. To get the relation between work and job, only conclusion, sorry, statement 2 itself it is sufficient, right? So it's a positive one and given positive, that is okay. Next, jobs is having 100 income, we need 50 expenditure, we can spend. Works is having 50 income, we need 50 only, that is also follows. So conclusion 1 follows. Second, no vacancy is a trade. No vacancy is trade. Vacancy, where it is? Vacancy is here and trade is here. So if we combine first and second, jobs is common. If we combine second and third, works is common, we can get the relation between vacancy and trade. Okay, right. First is positive, second is positive, result must be positive. With that positive, if we combine negative, result must be negative, given negative only. So first one, first condition, first step clears. Second step, check can you combine or not. So what is the common element from first and second? Jobs is common and at least one is 100. Yes. In second and third, what is common? Work is common, at least one is 100. Yes. So we can combine. And thirdly, we have to check income and expenditure. So how much we need as an expenditure? No means 100 and 100. Vacancy 100 and trade is 100. So vacancy is having how much income? Only 50 income. With that 50 income, we cannot spend 100. That's why it is not follows. Next, third, profession and work. Profession and work. Yeah, combining third and fourth. Combining third and fourth, we can get the relation between profession and work because trade is common. Okay. First step, income, sorry, positivity, negativity. Negative and positive result must be negative, given negative only. Second, can you combine or not? Because one conclusion, one statement is no, we can combine because both hundreds are. That's why we can combine. Second step also clear. And in the third step, income and expenditure. No means we need how much as expenditure? 100 and 100. Profession is having how much income? 100 income. Can I spend 100? Yes. Work is having how much income? Work is also having 100 income. We can spend 100. That's why this follows. Fourth, some works are professions. Some works are professions. Work and profession. Again, these two only. Third and fourth. So it's a negative and it is positive. If we combine these two, result must be negative but given positive. That's why it is not follows. Okay. After verification of individual conclusions, after individual verification of each conclusion, we have to check either or. Anywhere works and jobs? No. Anywhere vacancy and trade? No. Profession and work? Yes. Profession and work, these two. We have these two. But see, already one conclusion, third conclusion itself, it is satisfying 100%. Then we don't need to combine these two. That's why there is no either or case. So answer for this question is only conclusion 1 and 3 follows. Only conclusion 1 and 3 follow. Right. Next example. Before going to the next example, I'm assigning all the values. Sum means 50 and 50. No means 100 and 100. No means 100 and 100. Right. First conclusion. Some squares are not triangles. Squares and triangles. To get the relation between square and triangle, we need to combine first and second. Okay, square is here and this triangle is here. There is a common element, circle. Yes. See the positivity and negativity, step 1. Sum positive and negative. Result must be negative. Yes, given negative only. Next. Second step. Can you combine or not? Sir, 1 is 100. No means 100 means both the values, both the elements are having 100 values. So at least one will be 100. Yes. Step 2 also cleared. And in step 3, income and expenditure. we need how much expenditure? Squares 50, triangle 100. So squares is having how much income? 50 income. Can you spend 50? Yes. Triangles is having how much income? 100 as income. We need 100 only. So that's why it is follows. Conclusion 1 follows. Now see the second conclusion. Lines and circles. Line and circle. Circle is here. Line and here. Sorry. Circle and line. 1 and 3 and combining 1 and 3. Line is here, circle is here, there is a common element and square. So ignore second conclusion, second statement. See 1 and 3 only. Line and circle. First positive and negative. So this is positive and it is negative. Result must be negative but given positive. That's why it is not follows. Next, circles and triangles. Circle and triangle, yes, both are available in single statement only. So from statement 2 itself, we can conclude this conclusion, third conclusion. So it is a negative statement. Negative statement can never lead to a positive conclusion. That's why it is not follows. Next, 4, squares and lines. Squares and lines. Square and line also directly from the statement itself we can conclude the conclusion. Statement 3 is line is here, square is here. It's a negative statement and it is a negative conclusion. Step 1 clear. Because it's a single statement conclusion, no need to check step 2. And third step is income and expenditure. So we need how much as expenditure? Sum means 50 and not means 100. So squares is having how much income? 100 income. We can spend 50. Line is having how much income? 100 income. Can you spend 100? Yes. So it is follows. So answer for this question is only conclusion 1 and 4 follow. Only conclusion 1 and 4 follow. Next, sixth example. Firstly, I am assigning all the values. All means 150. Sum means 50 and 50. No means 100 and 100. Conclusion. First conclusion. Houses and fruits. Houses and fruits. House is here, fruit is here. Both are in a single statement. From the statement itself, we can conclude this conclusion. It's a negative statement, but it is a positive conclusion. That's why it is not follows. Next. Some trees are fruits. Some trees are fruit. Trees and fruit. Yeah, first and second. Combining first and second, leaves is common. By taking this one as common, fruit and trees we can get the relation. Okay. This is positive and it is positive. Result must be positive. That is okay. Step 2. Can you combine these two? No, sir, because both are having 50 values only. Common value, at least one value must be 100. There is no value is 100. That's why step 2 not cleared. Means it is not follows. Third is house and fruit. House and fruit. Sir, from the statement itself, we can conclude this conclusion. No house is a fruit, nothing but no. It's a direct statement. Statement itself is a conclusion always follows. Statement itself is a conclusion always follows. Right? So answer for this question is only conclusion 3 follow. Next example. Firstly, I'll assign all the values. All means 100 and 100. All means 150. All means 150. Again, all means 150. First conclusion, needle and tree. To get the relation between needle and tree, we need to combine all the three. So if we combine first and second, threads is common. If we combine second and third, boxes is common. So it's a positive, result is positive. With that positive, again positive, result is positive, but given negative, that's why not follows. Okay. Second, trees and threads. Trees and threads. So combining second and third, we can get the relation between trees and threads because boxes is common. Okay. Positive and positive, result is positive. Yes, it is positive. First step cleared. In the second step, can you combine or not? So can you combine second and third? No sir, because both the values are 50. At least one must be 100. That's why. So it is not satisfying. Step 2 means it is not follows. Third conclusion. Boxes and a needle. Boxes and needle. Yes, combining first and second. What is common? Threads is common, na? Right. First step. Positive and positive. Positive and positive. Result must be positive. Yes, positive. First step clear. Second step. Can you combine or not? What is the common element? Threads is common. At least one value is 100. Yes, there is a value 100. So we can combine. Okay. Third is uh, third is income and expenditure. How much we need as expenditure? Sum means 50 and 50 only, na? So boxes is having how much income? 50 income. With that 50 we can spend 50. Okay. Needles is having 100 income. With that 100 we can spend 50. So that's how it is follows. Next is trees and needles. Trees and needle. Trees and needle means first and last. Combining all the three. Okay. First and second, positive and positive, result is positive. With that positive, result is positive. That is okay. First step cleared. In the second step, can you combine or not? First and second we can combine because threads at least one value is 100. But second and third we cannot combine because both the values are 50s only. So step 2 itself it is fail, means it is not follows. Okay. So before concluding the answer, verify either or condition. After individual verification of all the conclusions, so check either or condition. First point, same pair of elements must be there. So same pair, needle and tree, anywhere needle and tree? Yes, in fourth conclusion also. Trees and threads, nowhere trees and threads. Boxes and needle, nowhere boxes and needles. So 1 and 4 can be either or because same pair of elements are there. What is the second condition? Both must be failed. Yes, both are failed. And third condition, it should be either sum plus no or all plus sum not. One is positive, one is negative. One is universal and one is particular. So yes, all the conditions they are satisfying. That's why answer is either 1 or 4 follows. So final answer for this question is only conclusion 3 and either 1 or 4 follow. Okay. Right. Next example. Firstly, I am assigning all the values. Sum means 50, not means 100, all means 100, 50, sum means 50, not means 100. First conclusion. No mobile is computer. No mobile is computer. Where is mobile? Here. Computer is here. First and second. Combining first and second, we can get the relation. Okay. What is the common element? Desktops is common. Yes. See the first step, positivity, negativity. This is positive. Sorry, this is negative and this is positive. Negative and positive result must be negative. Given negative only. This one follows. Second, can you combine or not? What is the common element? Desktops. In both the cases it is 100 only. At least one should be 100 means both 100s also okay. So step 2 also cleared. Now check step 3. In step 3, income and expenditure. How much we need as expenditure? 100 and 100. Mobile is having how much income? 50 only. With that 50 we cannot spend 100. That's why it is not follows. Okay. Second, same mobile and computer, but this is negative and it is positive. Result must be negative given positive. That's why it is not follows. Next, computer and laptop. Computer and laptop. Yeah, combining second and third. Combining second and third. Computer and laptop. What is the common element? Desktop is common. Okay, first one, positive and negative. This is positive and this is negative. Result must be negative. Yes, given negative. Next, can you combine? Yes, what is the common element? Desktops is common and at least one is 100. Yes, here one is 100. That's why we can combine. Step 2 also cleared. Now check income and expenditure. So how much we need as expenditure? Sum means 50. All not means 100. Computer we need 50 as expenditure, but how much income is there? 50 income is there. That's why we can spend. Laptop we need 100 as expenditure. There is an income of 100. That is also okay. So answer, conclusion follows. Next, some computer are not mobile. Some computer not mobile. Computer and mobile, first and second. Desktops is common, huh? That's why. So this is negative and it is positive. Result must be negative. Yes, given negative only. Given negative only. Next, can you combine these two statements? Yes, because desktops is common in both the cases. It is 100 only. We can combine these two. Next, third is income and expenditure. Sum means 50, not means 100. So we need 50 expenditure. Computer. Yes, we have 50 income. We can spend 50. That is okay. We need 100 as mobile. We need 100 as expenditure for mobile, but we have only 50. So that's why it is not follows. Okay. Next, verification of either or condition. See the first and second, mobile and computer, mobile and computer. So these two can be either or, possible for either or. Computer and laptop, computer and mobile. And along with these two, this is also possible for either or. But some not combination is all. There is no all in the conclusions. That's why no need to consider this one. No plus some and both fail. So these two will be either or, either one or two. So finally answer for this question is only conclusion 3 and either 1 or 2 follow. Only conclusion 3 and either 1 or 2 follow. Right? Yes. Now see some points regarding this method. This method 150 is best suitable for only 4 basic qualifiers. All, some, no and some not. This is best suitable. Not only applicable, it is best suitable for these 4 qualifiers only. And this method is not that much effective for special qualifiers like only and only few, etc. Okay. Also this method is not effective for possibility cases also. So we can solve the question using 150 method for possibilities also, but that is not effective. So in the exam hall we need effective methods, right? So for any type of question in syllogism we can answer effectively using Venn diagram method. So but 150 method is best suitable only in some situations. What are the situations? For only these four qualifiers it is best suitable. Okay, as this method is there, that's why I have mentioned this method only, but I prefer Venn diagrams method only. Using Venn diagrams only we can answer any type of question effectively, right? Thank you for watching the video. So if you have not subscribed it, please subscribe to our video, to our channel. If you like the video, press the like button. If you have any doubts, regarding any topic and any question, any doubt, please share it in the comment section. Please share this channel, please share this video to as many people as possible because they will make use of it, and press the bell icon also to get the latest topic updates. Thank you.